Is there a close? Is there one close that you can use to close all objections and sell anything to anyone? Sales professionals and sales trainers will tell you there isn't. I'm going to tell you there is, and I'm going to show it to you starting right now. Hey, how are you? Welcome back. Now, many of you ask me if there is one close that can close all objections, one close that will increase your sales and help you sell anything to anyone, no matter what the objection is. This magical saying, if you will, that will get you deals. Now, sales trainers and sales professionals are going to go crazy when I'm going to say this, but I'm here to tell you there is such a close, and it's being used by master closers and sales infiltrators all the time. But it's very rare and most people don't know about this close. And the reason is it's done on a level of master closer or sales infiltrator, so you will never notice. And it's being used all the time. In fact, you can use this to sell a product, to sell a service, to get a date with the girl or guy of your dreams. I know it's crazy, right? And once you learn what it is, it will change the way you see sales and it will change the way you see people forever. Now I'm going to show you this close so you can increase your sales, so you can get to the next level. But if it's your first time here, my name is Paul, and this channel is all about entrepreneurship and sales training videos just like this one. So if you want to increase your sales and succeed in life and business, start now by subscribing down below, and don't forget to hit the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. So Paul, what is this miraculous close, you may ask? It's called the Goodnight Kiss close, and it was first introduced by a living legend. Make sure you stick till the end of this video to find out who that is. So the best way for you to understand what the Goodnight Kiss close is and how you can use it to increase your sales is through a story. Now imagine you are a young teenager wanting to date the girl of your dreams. There's this girl, you're going crazy for her, you can't stop thinking about her, and you have a date with her. So you get ready, you get dressed, you drive up to her house, and you ring the doorbell. Her father answers the door. He opens the door, says hi, you say hello to him, and you introduce yourself, and you shake his hand. As you look behind her father, you see her. She's walking down the stairs. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Her hair is hanging down. She's wearing a beautiful dress. And for a moment, your heart stops. It misses a few beats. Now you yourself, you're also dressed well. You're wearing your best suit, you're wearing aftershave, you got a haircut, you look good, you look trimmed. And the girl comes down and says hi. The father tells you to bring her back by 10 o'clock. You say yes, and you escort her to your car. You walk to the car, you open the door for her, you let her in. You gently close the door for her, walk around, open your door, and you get in and your date starts. So you take her to your favorite restaurants, you let her order what she wants, you order what you want, hopefully she's not a vegan, and you start conversing. You ask her about her week, about her day, you ask her questions. You then go for a walk and you maybe get ice cream, and you're walking and you're talking, asking about her, about what she likes. Does she like vanilla or does she prefer chocolate? Does she like movies or does she prefer DVDs or Netflix if you're younger? You keep on asking her questions to find out more about her, to find out more about her as a person. You end up walking on the beach and it's romantic. You see the moon shining off the ocean. You hear the waves. You hold her hand. You maybe take your shoes off to walk in the sand, all while being a gentleman and talking to her. Finally, the date is over and you take her home. You take her to your car. You open the door for her. You drive her home and you walk her to the porch. Now wait, stop right there. I know you want her, I know you want to kiss her, But let's just take the story from the beginning again in a different way. It's the beginning of the night and you're driving to her house. You get out the car and you go and knock on the doorbell 10 times. The dad answers the door and you say, "What's up?" or something like that. You see her walking down the stairs, all beautiful. You, however, look like trash. You didn't bother getting dressed for the occasion, you didn't wear no aftershave, so chances are you also stink. Her dad says bring her back by 10 o'clock. You say yeah. You walk her to the car, you don't open the door for her, she opens the door on her own, you are in there waiting for her, she closes the door and you speed off to the closest bar. You walk into the bar and of course your friends are there, they're very noisy, and your ex-girlfriend is also there. You're talking to your ex-girlfriend, she gets mad, but she doesn't show it because she's a lady. You, however, are an idiot. You go for a walk, you don't even take her to a restaurant, you go to McDonald's, you maybe get ice cream, you're trying to touch and feel her all the way, you really want her, you're talking about yourself, you're not even asking her questions, you're talking about you, all you. And when you did ask her a question and she tried to answer, you interrupted her and talked about you because you're trying to sell yourself. But you're walking and the time is now time for you to take her home. Only you're late, it's not 10 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock at night. So you walk into the porch and as before, you want to kiss her. What do you think is gonna happen? In the first example, you did everything right. You let her talk about herself, you learned about her interests, you made her feel good, and you were the perfect gentleman. You don't need to close anything. All you have to do is lean in and she will kiss you. Chances are she will kiss you and she'll want to see you again. In the second example, I don't care what clothes you use, what you say. If you lean to kiss her, she'll probably slap you. And if she doesn't slap you, the door will open and her dad will slap you for bringing her home so late. What I'm saying is this: the close does not start at the end of the presentation. It starts at the beginning of the presentation. You talk to your client, you ask them questions, you find out things about them, you find out their needs, you build rapport. This way you do not need to close, or at the very least, your closes will actually work. Does that make sense? The goodnight kiss close is charm. Now, during this story, I actually used a couple of closes which you may or may not have noticed. So what I'll do is I'll link them down in the description below. So after you watch this video, check out the description so you can see the closes I used. Now, who is this living legend I was talking about? His name is Ben Gay III, and he's the author of the original Sales Bible. He worked with Zig Ziglar, he worked with Napoleon Hill, and I'm proud to say that he is my friend and mentor. As a matter of fact, check this out. He wrote the Closers Part 1, he wrote the Closers Part 2, and we wrote the Closers Part 3 together. Now keep in mind that the Closers Part 1 actually sold more than 500,000 copies 20 years ago before they even stopped counting. So this was the original Sales Bible. If you want to learn more about Ben Gay III, I left a link in the description down below with an interview I did with him, and I also left a link with a sample of the Closers Part 3 that can triple your income overnight, and that's just the sample. So check that out. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think I can sell you this pen? If you want me to sell you this pen, then go ahead and click this card right here, and I will sell you this pen literally. If not, then check out this playlist right here for more sales training videos. I'm Paul Democritou, and until next time, keep succeeding.